Dun 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 da 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 da. Just waiting for everyone to come here. Dun 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 da 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 dun dun dun. Excuse me. Just waiting for people to come. Da da da. Just waiting. Just waiting. Da-da-da-da. Just waiting. Oh, I didn't see the yellow plane up front. Ah, you are! Hooray! Alright, well, someone's here, so I'm gonna continue on with the story. Fragment. Isabel! Orkney. End of the Fae Era 400, after the fall of Londinium. Todorot? Where did Ash go? She went to check on the World Tree. I mean, the Tree of Emptiness. She had said it's going to wither until it dies. Then she'll end the Fae Era and create a new land. I see. I wish there was something I could do for her, but there isn't. Oh, whoops. I forgot to bring my water bottle with me after I filled it up. Give me a second. Alright, back. I ruined all the moments. It's all gone. All of it. Everything Ash. Everything we all worked for. Destroyed. Just like that. For no reason at all. I guess there really isn't any way left to save Britain. Doesn't feel fair that I'm the only one who gets to survive. That I get to stay behind in the future. Nash. You get that all wrong, Nash. You're not staying behind in the future. You're going back home to it. Remember, you never belonged in the Fae in the first place. So it's good that you're going back. Even if Ash said this would wrap up everything. Even Ash said this would wrap everything up nice and neat. That didn't cheer you up? Fine. If you're that worried about it, I'll make you a special promise. A promise that'll prove you coming here to this era wasn't a mistake. A special promise? That's right. You know how I used to be a real jerk before I lost to Ash? Wait, you know? I used to be a real jerk before I lost to Ash. I was violent and selfish, and everyone else in the clan hated me. But then I joined Ash and went around Britain beating up bad guys with her. It was a lot of fun and all, but it also felt kind of empty, like there was a big hole in my heart. I used to wonder what I really wanted to do. What should I do? Or would bring me real joy. But then you came along and filled that hole for me, Nash. Just when you told me about Habitrot, remember when you told me about Habitrot, the fairy from Scotland? I don't know which me is right. This last about me, or this me from proper human history, but I don't care. The other me you described sounds so happy. I decided that's who I want to be. You gave me a dream worth living for, Mash, and I don't mean the dream of becoming a Habitrot from proper human history. No, my dream is to see you in a bridal gown, getting happily married. Now that you've given me that dream, I'm gonna hold it forever. I'm gonna be grateful. I'm always gonna be grateful you came here. So just wait right here. Don't worry about a thing. While you're sleeping, I'm gonna become a great tailor and see off at least 100 brides. That way, maybe my own little wish will come true. Oh, too. I mean, if I can make 100 brides happy, that'll help me become a real grown-up. Right. That's right. Knowing you, Todorot, I'm sure you'll become the best seamstress in the world. Right? Wait, right? So here's the promise. Oh, so there's the promise. It's okay if you forget it as long as you keep waiting here. The next time we meet, I'm gonna be able to make a wonderful dress that will look absolutely smashing on you. And so Mash, the first time Lynn entered her slumber. It would be wrong for a human girl named Mash to exist in the Fae era, you see. So by insisting the figure in this coffin was actually the first time Lynn, there wouldn't be a paradox in the era of the High Queen that was to come. Great thinking, Ash. You know, Ash, I still don't get why you're helping Mash. I'm not too smart, but even I can tell you won't get anything from it. She has a special spirit origin. Having someone like her working for me will be useful in the future. Gotcha. Well, I don't know much about that kind of stuff, so I'm not gonna ask anything more. You're about to kill the Tree of Emptiness, right? And a whole lot of fairies are gonna die, right? Now our training together is over. I wanna go back to the south and work on my fairy training. And this time, I'll do it for me. See you later, Ash. It's been fun. I see. Goodbye, Todorot. Training for your own sake is all well and good, but don't forget what I taught you either, okay? Oh man, time rapidly progressing. My diary, page 14,800. It's been 400 years since that day. I now know far and wide as a first-class seamstress. I've even seen more than 100 brides off. But my wish hasn't come true. Of course it hasn't. After all, I still haven't been able to make a dress for my first bride. The one I care about more than any other. My legs don't work so well lately. My eyesight is fading, and I can barely hold this pen. Meanwhile, Britain hasn't changed one bit. Ever since Ash quit being the savior, war between the clans has resumed. Worse than ever. Now it's year 12,000. Now it's year 12,000. The year of the great calamity that occurs every 1,000 years. Ash said this is when Britain is supposed to come to an end. But I know it won't. Ash told me it still exists in the future. Okay, nobody should find me here. I sat down in the corner of a cave. As soon as I did, my eyes stopped working, my mouth stopped moving, my mind started to go blank. I must have been even more tired than I thought. Let's see. 2019. Sheffield's Castletown. I sprinkled the petrification powder Grimmier made for me on my head. I hear the world breaking apart far off in the distance. I hear the screams of fairies as they perish. It's the winter storm ringing the bell of revenge. Ashes return from Orkney, the world's end. The last war. There's no more Uther, no more Round Table, no more Ector, no more Grimmier. It's just her, and the War of Winter. Sorry I could be out there with you, Ash, but fighting just takes too much out of me. This is the end of the Fae era, the moment that makes our entire pilgrimage meaningless. The time the Savior vanishes from history and disappears from everyone's memory. Oh god. So was that the last fragment?
大掃除の時期がやってきました。頑張りましょう、マスター。小さなことからコツコツとですね。
Coast of the End? Huh, that's quite the name. About time we made it. So this is the northernmost point in Britain, huh? If this were proper human history, East Britain, we'd be right around Edinburgh, I'd say. But it looks like this is about as far north as this version of Britain goes. I heard it was cold here, but I wasn't expecting it to be this cold. Never gets anywhere near this chilly in the south. It's not as bad as Russia, but it's still freezing. Just look at all this snow. Those are the Tears of the Rain Clan. They're all that remained in the Rain Clan after it was wiped out in Bay Era 4000. They're a song of grief and I don't know what that word is. Give me a second. Okay. The song of grief and admonition to the song of grief and admonition to the other clans. An apology meant for the Fairy of Paradise. Who's the Fairy of Paradise? Exactly what it sounds like. A fairy who came from paradise. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. An apology meant for the Fairy of Paradise. Come to think of it, why did the Rain Clan die out? Was it Morse? Northern Fairies? Nope. The Wind, Earth, Thing, and Wind Clans all joined forces to wipe them out in one night. An alliance between 4 clans? That would definitely be enough to wipe out a single clan. But I thought the clans all hated each other until Morgan united all of Britain. So how and why would that many fairies disparate clans from form an alliance like that? It slipped into my Habitat voice there. Good question. It's hard to imagine that happening unless they all hated the Rain Clan more. Strong common enemy and all that. Were other clans just that afraid of the Rain Clan? Were they just that powerful? Vala ruining a somber moment. No. The Rain Clan was quiet. They didn't have a being a life license. Stop! The Rain Clan was a quiet, peaceful clan, just like the Mirror Clan. The whole reason they took up residence here in the north was out of a desire not to fight the clans in the south. Then why? Because the enemy because they helped the Fairy of Paradise. They took pity on her when she washed up here from paradise and raised her as their princess, like she was one of their own. The other clans, well, they didn't like that. At all. They were all, no way we're letting her go on her pilgrimage. All those traitors need to die for this. What do they mean by pilgrimage? Sorry, no more chit-chat for now. We've got someone here to welcome us to Orkney. It's the White Wolf! Oh, wow! What a beautiful wolf! And the fur looks so warm! Yeah, there's almost something godly about it. Wait, is this... It actually has a real divinity? But there are no gods in Britain. Does that mean there's a divine spirit somewhere nearby? It's heading off that way. Do you think it wants us to follow it? Yep, there's a little bit up ahead I used myself a long time ago. We can take it up to Orkney. Don't worry, it's only a 30-minute ride, and once we get there, my adventure will be over. Wait. I see no gods in Britain other than me. I see no god up here other than me. Hey, do you think the wolf we just saw is a, Snow on? Okay. It's Doggo. Okay. Caster Rider? Alright. Now it's time to do a bunch of clicking because, yes. Okay, what am I about to fight? So it's... Grey Wolf, and... Oh. Cuckoohin. Obviously the Lancer Cuckoohin, because, yes. Chameleon. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was messing around with, because I couldn't play story the last 2 days, I was messing around with team comps. Wait. Oh, okay, I went one too far. Already did. I failed. And I don't want to spend all my IQ, Saint Quartz. I mean, I know I still have like 300, but still, I don't want to end them all on NP levels, you know? Same with Annie, so don't worry about a little 7th anniversary, so don't worry about outscrounging you too much. Alright, fair enough. But I still want to have enough Saint Quartz on me that I can just throw an 11 summon and whatever banner fascinates me. So I'm still going to be a little picky about what I like about how much I spend. Alright, so yeah, bond. Actually, wait. You know, it's always fun when a cutscene shows Senji Muramasa and us all getting along. And then you get the support screen, see Senji Muramasa as an alter ego, and you come crashing right back down to reality. Anyways, yeah. I want Bond. Why do you have an event, CE? Random. Later. There we go. Legal sign I can add. You want? I want to do this mission first. Oh, that's yeah. How many SQ did you spend? Good question. I think I had like about 1,500 SQ at the time, and then when I was done, I was in like the 100-200 range. But Articus says paid gotchas depression. Yeah. So yeah, I did and basically go broke doing it, but it was worth it because not only did I get MP5 comma, I also got summer the other summer servant, and then Percival, and then someone else I don't remember. Say was it? Yeah, Say was the summer Say. Yeah. Looks like the wolf's headed toward a campfire. Yeah, and there's another wolf already there, along with... Hey, there you are, Bala, can I have help with both these names? Do I look Norse to you? Fuck. Well, I mean, you're usually the one correcting me. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to butcher these names with my English as fuck pronunciations. Alright. Or I guess American as fuck. Alright. Hey, there you are, for Aki. Want some of this fish money in caught? Well. That's a serpent, Kirby. This means there's been another proper in human history serpent besides Oberon here? Doggo's Doggo, yep. No, wait. I recognize that robe. Materializes his staff. Hey, Kirby, it's about time you got here. I was beginning to think you'd never show up. Cuckoo-hooligan. Cuckoo-hooligan? Most Act 3 star in the game, yeah. Whoa there! Mind not calling me that? It really drags the Spirit Origins output down. Around here, I've got on by Grimir for a long, long time now. Don't forget it. Grimir. Now that I think of it, I do remember there being an old fairy by that name in Europe, but... Wasn't that also a name for the Norse Allfather? Wait, what? You didn't tell them about me, Habitrot? Not even after I bailed you out of Sheffield? Yeah, there was so much happening back there that I didn't realize that at the time, but you've really gotten old, Grimir. Unconfirmed, yes. Don't worry, Vala isn't spoiling me. I've known all along that, Caster Coup was Odin. What are you talking about? I'm as young as I ever was. I don't know about I don't know what my predecessor was like, but I'm a second generation. Sorry to disappoint. Man, I had no idea time could be so brutal. I should drop dead in shock if she saw you now. You're Grimmer of the stage, Cuckoo Holden? How does that work? I just realized I didn't put myself on Do Not Disturb. Give me a second. No. I'm so professional, guys. So professional. But first, I gotta see if the Child of Prophecy either is the real deal or not. Fire! Damn, this guy means business! Is it all alright if we fight back, Kirby? Just another endless test of skill, I think. Got it! It seems this man's much less nice than your usual acquaintances, Kirby. I don't know why, but something about this guy really rubs me the wrong way. Really rubs me the wrong way! Come on, let's get him! Charge to max? Ah, okay. I see. Huh. I'm wearing the wrong outfit. You stabbed me! Actually, wait, is there any reason for me to say take these like I normally do? I mean, this is the only wave. Guess not. Like flames of love. These NP strength. Boom. Shut. Leaves. Oh, yeah, he was stunned. Ah, shit, I did not get a refund off of that. Oh. Welp. Refuses to elaborate, leaves? Yes. Wicker Man. He could have killed either of my Castorias there, the dumbass. Now I will inflict maximum pain on you. The things of love. Bada bing. Explosion. Once this cutscene's over, I gotta go to my friends list and get rid of those Castorias with an event CEs. Because what the fuck? Why would you put that on your normal support? So the Child of Prophecy likes to gang up on heroic spirit she's never met before, huh? Alright, I see how it is. I have nothing to say to a kid who can't even be civil. Go on, get out of here. But what? You were the one who said to bring it on! Isn't that right, Kirby? Hell, you were the one who said we should fight him! I don't remember her saying anything like that. Huh? Seriously? Now you're starting to sound like Oberon. Yep, that's Grimir, alright. He may be all grown up now, but he's still mean as ever. Alright, Grimir, tell us what's going on here. How long have you been back in Britain? How long have you been back? That sounds like... I mean, Grimir, this wouldn't happen to be your second time in being summoned here, would it? If so, the first time would be long ago, back in Fae era. The second time would be, well, now? Oh, we've got a clever one here, Guess you'd have to be, since you've already saved humanity once. Anyway, I think that's enough joking for now. Now that I've crossed staves with you, I can tell for sure that you're Child of Prophecy, the Fairy of Paradise. Allow me to introduce myself again. I am Grimir the Sage. My true name is Kukuhulahan. I'm a heroic spirit from proper human history. 6,000 years ago, I was summoned here as the divine spirit of Odin. This time around, I've been standing guard here day and night after the last year, here on Odin's behalf. Oh, just ends it there? Okay. I am determined to keep Mr. Krissa on my friends list, by the way. Most active Chris? Yes. Huh. Wait a second. Oh, god damn it! The list isn't split. Fuck. Alright, goodbye, Peach. You're fired. I don't even remember ending this guy. Peach is finished, yes. Are that the only are those the only two Castorials of the event CEs? I mean, yeah, I don't like the one who wishes for salvation and either, but you know, at least it's helpful. Or, at least it's more helpful than freaking event CEs that no longer have event bonuses. Yeah, it looks like that was everyone. Everyone else has, Bond up, QP up, or... Huh? Or Bonsi, or Bonsi. Let's curse. Begin the battle with MP charge of 40%. Increase charge by 2 levels using MP 1 time and decrease... And increase debuff success rate for 10% for yourself. Huh. They probably just put it on for the first 2 effects. Yes, can I please scroll up? Thank you. This... Huh. Friends list maintenance live on stream. You could go. They're still below level 100. I'll keep them on for now. It's like spring cleaning in winter. Yes. Friend Spooky, yay! Oh, rip. Rip this guy's login streak. Koyan, Castoria. I don't see any reason to get rid of him yet. Huh. Oh, that didn't help much. Heat light. Hold on, isn't that... Yes, it is. Okay. This, login 8 days ago. Yeah, they're still pretty new. Huh. I must have kept them for their freaking Oberon. Actually, I don't know how many Oberons I have on my friends list, so maybe it's I don't want to be too hasty on unfriending him. You're fired. As Orthodox man, Ash does not have her leveled up at all. Okay. Alright, time to continue on with the story. Boom bada bing. Da 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 da. A divine spirit. So then, this is one of those gods. God beings you told me about, Kirby? But he's so affable. He's not in the least bit majestic. That's about the reaction I was going for. You're a lot more amiable than I expected. You're right, I'm not all majestic. I might be here as Oxen's proxy, but I'm still just another heroic spirit. Like that old man over there. So how about you just call me Grimmer, you know, like a friendly older brother sort. Ha! Older brother? If you're here as a divine spirit proxy, then you're just as much of an old man on the inside as I am. No way! I'm young in mind and in body. Know why? Because I bit it before I got old. I wonder why those two get along so poorly. I bet a whole fate thing. Fire! But never mind that. I've got some explaining to do first, don't I? Unfortunately, my role here is more than a little complicated. So I think I'll start by clearing that stuff up. Listen up, Kirby. You too, Child of Prophecy. First up, my relation to Chaldea. I'm the same heroic spirit you formed a contract with in Uyuki. Yeah, I did get reset when I went back to Throne of Heroes. But I retained my records of you, Olga Mary, and King Arthur, who is still holding her ground here. I see, you're talking about Singularity F, or Singularity X, as they defined it. It took place in Fuyuki 2004. I've seen the data on that incident, too. And I'm pretty sure any servant that's been dismissed would never bring any records back with them. You can thank my divine spirit for stepping in on that. Hell, in my case, you could even call it the counterforce. The god who gave me this authority explicitly said he wanted me to watch out for you guys from Chaldea. He's also the god of magecraft and wisdom, see? And apparently, he looked into the future and saw we needed to do something in here before things got real bad. By here, he meant Fuyuki and Britain, and by do something, he meant... Well, it seems to come down to, in a word, recovery. See, this guy has had his eye on this lost belt for a hell of a long time. A multi-dimensional eye, specifically. He first summoned me here 6,000 years ago to aid the affair from Paradise. That was the first Grimir to stage. He was a pseudo-servant possessing a local fairy's body. I remember, he was about 14 years old, and he had a sword instead of a staff. Did he now? Well, ain't that something? What kind of kid was he? He was a real brat, always getting into trouble. Actually, on him a lot, though. So you and I used to be battle buddies. That's good to hear. Yep, after we parted ways with Ash, the two of us talked a lot. You made that magic powder for me and came up with a plan, then disappeared during the Great Calamity, right? Sorry, just need to breathe. Yep, the previous Grimir disappeared either because Ash revoked his contract or because she killed the Tree of Emptiness. But before he disappeared, Odin left some insurance in the form of a measure to be implemented if this lost belt swapped places with reality. He knew that once humanity's everybody dies ending, the incineration of humanity had been resolved, there would be no avoiding the bad ending, the reconstruction of humanity. All the necessary conditions were in place. So he figured the least he could do was handle the issue over here to take some of the load off Chaldea. And I'm the pseudo-servant he chose to help resolve that. In the first phase, he conferred his authority upon me in making me a caster. Then, I showed up at Point X, Fuyuki, formed a bond with Chaldea. After that, he sent me here to Britain, where humanity would be in a real dire straits if someone didn't step in. Though I had no idea about a Grimir to stage before I got here. The only thing I inherited was my duty as a divine spirit from proper human history. I didn't know the first thing about this place. I was in the same boat as Kirby in that regard. So after I was summoned here, I spent a year investigating what had happened in the era of the High Queen. I learned about the calamities, the clans, Morgan, the Tamlin, the transition from Fae era to the era of the High Queen, and once I saw that in the bell tower here, I put most of the pieces together. I knew that, and that my job was to wait for you guys here, to ensure the pilgrimage succeeded, and to get the Fairy of Paradise back to Paradise. So, what does that mean exactly? Don't overthink it. It's just like Fuyuki. From here on, I'm going to accompany you on your journey. I'll act as one of your servants and all that. In exchange, I'm going to do whatever it takes to fulfill Ansel's prophecy. The promise Ash couldn't keep. I guess Kid Me was too soft to get the job done, but that's the job Grimir the Sage is here to do. What? Discord being... Okay. That's an awful roundabout way of summoning a servant to help, but I'm glad you have you on board, Grimmere the Sage. First off, we'd love to hear what you know about the Fey Era and the Heir of the High Queen, but before that... You don't gotta tell me you're here looking for the Shield Girl, right? You're more worried about your trusted partner's safety than about fixing humanity. I know it's not very sagely, but personally, I can agree more with that stance. Besides, I'm sure she knows way more about the Fey Era than I do, so you may as well hear it from her instead. Thanks, Kukulin. Oh, a grateful two-handed chick, huh? Now that's how young people ought to be. So you know where Mesh is. Then does that mean... Yep, she's by the Bell of Pilgrimage. See that broken down castle over there? The bell tower's right at the top. Well, that makes it simple. Come on, Kirby, let's go get her. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. We got some real nasty things to get past between here and there. They look like the kind of ghosts you'd see wandering in foggy woods, but they're all way tougher than you think. We still gotta get past them, of course, but don't go thinking they're weak just because they're ghosts. In fact, if things go wrong, you might find these creatures much harder to fight than any other enemy you faced so far. Okay. A ruler? Excuse me? A ruler, okay. And the reinforcement next! Ugh! Pain. I thought I was done with story enforcement nights. No! I am in massive pain. Okay. Oh hey, I can borrow our Grimmere. Okay. Bond. So he's at 7. Sirius still has quite a bit to go. But I am determined to get that at Bond C. Okay. So I'm probably gonna need this. I don't know if I actually will, but I'm not gonna chance it. Alright. I see. Is there music? Nope, doesn't sound like it. Not meant to be any. Okay. I'm sorry, it's just, oh, hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, never mind, it's that freaking fake sneeze your body likes to do. I'm sorry, it's just with, Plants vs. Zombies 2 Reflourish, I've had issues where sometimes the music doesn't play properly, so I was concerned it was starting to affect Fate Grand Order. Okay. Undo as much damage as I possibly can with this. Okay.
覚悟楽しみですね。下がっているように。カーマルーパーストラ。これが夏の魔王の美しき武器。入れよ。なんかわかんないやつ。
Annihilated.
しら？落ちたかな。どうかな。
Oh boy, some more knights. So what am I about to fight? It is all. I see. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping this fails. Just so I have to think about what I'm gonna have to do next. Okay, so yep, everything looks to be in place. Let's go stay where. Don't be hasty. The bell tower's not going anywhere. We need to take it nice and slow through the slog if we're gonna stick together. Hey, Grimir, we've covered enough ground by now that we ought to be at the bell tower. Hell, we just went up a staircase a little while ago, so why are these things... What can I say? This stuff happens. Druids aren't usually the ones to communicate with the dead, but what the hell? They're asking you if you're qualified. Looks like they really don't want to get you going on ahead. What do you say, Kirby? Want to wait here until the fog clears up? No, I may not be qualified, but I'm going on ahead anyway. You heard the man, gents. We appreciate your warning, but you needn't have bothered. What are you guys still doing here anyways? Souls are supposed to reincarnate. Here, how about we help speed that along? Justin, Lancelot, Gawain.
まだまだ未熟者ですが、頑張ります。
Okay. Decrease resistance against buster of a single enemy during buster attacks. And increase buster card effectiveness. Increase critical strength and critical hit rate during critical attacks. Decrease defense of a single enemy during normal attacks. Okay. This one decreases defense, and so I want him gone first. And they're all dead. Alright. I will say, if I fail to get to Tunguskaya in time, I think I'm gonna stop doing my most efficient things because I kind of want to experiment with what I've got. We do it in time, yeah. Snow. Okay. We made it to the top. There's a bell tower, just like Amir said, and over there, about 2/3 of the way, and have a week left. Okay. Majestic. Is she sealed in ice? Mashu? Yes. That's right. She's been in this coffin for the past 2,400 years, since Fate Era 400. 2,400 years? Why? Okay. Half the mute server for right now. Boom. Old Mashu, yes. Your guess is as good as mine. You'll have to ask her about that yourself. But according to the notes for the first Premier left, the coffin spell should be lifted once her master touches it. You made it. You two are finally reunited. However... Oh no. Looks like there's still one last obstacle left to overcome. You won't be able to get near the coffin or the bell unless we do something about those things. Given him, Artoria, you're the only one who can beat him. Are you okay with this, Abatrod? Even though they're calling your name? He's fine. You're just hearing things. Go on, Artoria, get him. This tyrant's beloved by a group of gentle, peaceful fairies. Orkney's holiest place. The ancient era these spirits belong to is long over. It's time they left. Spiked up the 5 viewers, that's nice. Okay. Formation. So I'm on the support setup screen. Alright, time to see what I'm about to fight. Oh. Huh. Interesting. So I'm gonna be fighting King Arthur, and King Arthur and and Ash. Huh. Interesting. Possessive Shadow Server. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up the chat here to make sure I don't miss anything. Save your pages office. Huh. Well, this is gonna be an interesting fight. Am I actually gonna sneeze this time? Freaking. This is the worst time to be having these fake sneezes happen. Right here. So it was, Okay. Actually, how many slots do I have to work with here? 4. Okay. Well, time to go for my usual strat. Give me a second. Okay, so let's see here. Scotty. Then, well, cause Ash doesn't have a break bar, so maybe I want to put an archer in the back row instead of a rider. Okay. This is past. I have no idea how long this fight's gonna be, so I'm not gonna give a bump on CE to Dolman. And then provides the best bonus. 5%. 5%. 5%. Okay, so as long as I don't select the Ushiwaka Maru, I can pretty much select whatever I want. Actually, just had a thought. I wonder what writer is on the support list. Huh. Should I? Should I? I mean, it's right there. I'm doing it. Alright. And then probably want to switch this out for Pathfinder. Alright. Yep, this looks good. Let's do this.
Huh.
So increase attack for yourself. Activate Charisma of Hope every 3 turns whenever you are on the field. Charisma of Hope? Oh, wait a second. Isn't that the thing Arc Astoria has? Yeah, it looks like it's the same thing. Just slightly more effective because it restores 2 bars, so that's a little more than 30% in that our buff gives. Okay. Then quick card effectiveness. Okay. This game not Skill Seal stun, yes, perfect. What's this do? Okay, it's just an NP gain. Alright. Oh wait, I really didn't think that through. I was so focused on Scotty, I didn't bother to look at no one's cards. And then when I did, like, it was too late. Stun, skill seal. Okay. Looks like a ran out of steam. Oh wait, should this, is that MP gain active before? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Huh. Okay. Oh, I don't like the silence. It makes it even worse when it changes to a different track. Ugh. Well, rip. Someone's gonna die. Oh, I think everyone's gonna die. Because this looks... Yeah, this is definitely a multi-target one. Oh my gosh, this MP animation is so awkward when no one's talking. It's just... He's just standing there, menacingly. Everyone died. The end. Alright. Oh wait, I just realized I could have saved those. Ah! I'm playing so stupidly! Actually, it should only be one stack, because, aren't enemy NPs usually level 1? So I should only have to worry about one, anti-enforcement defense? I wonder if Bango's gonna die. Because he has a few attack ups. Oh, well, Dolman's dead. I had a chance to take out Van Gogh, didn't take it. Congratulations, you're a failure. Okay, yeah, he only has one layer.
一曲いかが？
かくて祈りは星を得ませり。えへへ。
ええ。ねえ、手を引いて。こんなにつまらないものに神なるものはご注視してって。作り変える、全部作り変える。この星月夜に。すみません。消えろ。
Forgot about the anti-enforcement defense shit. No, she's only gonna get one turn, and so even if he does decide to get a Noble Phantasm, she's not gonna be able to use it. Alright.
ええ。うねり。重ねて。消えろ。白兵戦、行きます。
Oh, fuck! Shit. She did the one thing that would prevent me from finishing him off. Fuck. The computer is usually not that smart. What the hell?
Ah, サクサクやります。これぞ我が伝説の一つ。鳥のごとく皆のもの。弾道だな。発動飛び。もうやだ。
And she's dead.
うねり。
Okay, at least it's sped up this time. It's not as awkward, it's still pretty fucking awkward though. It's so obvious he's supposed to be saying something there, but he just isn't. Here, prevent me from killing him now, asshole! I did it. Where have I? You did good, Arya. And I think you both come to terms with things now. Once you ring the bell, Orkney's role will be over. But first things first. Go ahead and touch the coffin, Kirby. Once you do, she'll be back to normal, lickety-split. Ah! Don't play with my heartstrings! Why? 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 This was supposed to be the greatest day in Britain's history. Everything was supposed to change for the better. But they killed Uther. They slaughtered mine at a round table like they were just trash. They asked the world of us. They thought the world of Uther. But now they poisoned him. They were too afraid to even face him, cowards. Uther, talk to me. Uther, say something. Please say anything. Just open your eyes. I never let failure stop me. I kept trying all these thousands of years. Am I doomed to fail here too? Is it still not enough? Am I not enough? Is it not? Can I not say Britain? Is there no Britain that can be mine? Peace. Quality. I never should have tried for either. Oh, sorry. How dare they? How dare they? I will never forgive them, ever! I was born in Britain over 3,000 years ago. I defeated every calamity I faced until now. But I was always hated afterwards, never praised, never loved. Then, one day, after I woke from the latest of so many hibernations I've been forced to undergo to hide from the fairies, I finally understood. My enemy wasn't the calamities, it was the fairies of Britain as well. They were pure and innocent in the truest sense. They both enjoyed good and things alike, without losing either that purity or innocence. They were, at their core, no different than those lonesome humans who drove me from Britain. So I crushed every possible source of malice, vested interest, discrimination, oppression, envy, mockery, all of it. I tore up every weed to prevent malice from taking root. And all with their knowledge and consent. Maybe not every fairy agreed, but by and large they understood what I did and would create a better future, and supported it. But just enough malice remained. A few fairies took one look at the foundation of peace so many had worked so hard to build, and tore it apart because they didn't like it, because they could. I gave up. Even if all this has failed, it was time. If it all come to nothing, then I can never be the people's so-called goodness, nor ever understand it. Even if I did, what would be the point? Everything I did, everything I worked for, was just a waste of time. After all the times they betrayed me, I should have known better, but I still clung foolishly to a sliver of hope. And now, because I wasted my time caring about something so utterly absurd, I've failed yet again. If my attempt to keep Britain alive, if that's what I want, and I was a fool to think being its savior was the way to accomplish it. No matter, I'll find another way. A better way. That's it. I won't deliver Fairy's absolution. I won't deliver salvation. Enough of this fairy of paradise being Avalon the Fae. I should have ruled this land from the start. Oh. There she is! Ash the Aganator! Capture her alive! The clan heads have ordered that she be made to stand trial. Wait, stop! I'm not Ash! I'm not! But, wait, who am I? Who am I? I heard a fairy scream in the distance. She wasn't me. She was the one who sold us out to the clan heads. I used my magecraft to erase her memories and make her look like me. Once again, everyone will believe Ash the Savior is dead. This time, she won't come back. I concerned myself with the calamities. I can't even be bothered to stop every little act of destruction. I have a more important task to focus on. 400 years before the Great Calamity arrives. The Tree of Emptiness. A needle made on a foreign planet to close the seam in the universe. I already know how it works. It's beautifully designed. But it is of no consequence to me. Take the rest of the universe for all I care, celestial sphere, but Britain is mine. I'm going to end this cosmic fantasy and make my own dream come true. No more of this Lost Belt what-if absurdity. I will make my Britain real, even if I must stitch it into the fabric of this planet myself. London is destroyed. The Savior has no doubt been executed in Salisbury by now. Hector has already gone his own way. It's only us heading to Orkney. You're right all along, Mash. Our pilgrimage was for nothing. What? No, that's not... Please don't look so sad. I've grown used to this. Besides everything, all of this, even the conversation we're having now, it's merely a hypothetical the Tree of Emptiness is creating. It doesn't matter what we do. The Fate Era is going to end, and the High Queen will begin. Ash's failure was probably inevitable. I just couldn't handle the way things ended. That's all. Ash. Londinium is destroyed. Ash is executed. The first Tamlin goes to Orkney, along with her coffin. That's how the Savior tale ended in the High Queen you came from. So we need to make sure that's exactly how things turn out, or there'll be paradoxes when you wake up. The Fate Era will last for 400 more years, then the 12,000th year. The next Great Calamity will destroy everything, and the Heir of the High Queen will begin without the Tree of Emptiness. Once the Heir of the High Queen begins, you'll be unable to act as Mash until after the Calamity of Norwich in 2019. If you do anything at all as Mash, the world will see you as a paradox from the Fate Era and erase you. I see. So the moment I was set the Fate Era with the mirror, I was bound to live out the rest of my life in it. To get back to the time I came from, I need to be inside a quantum coffin. That's right. Even though we know how ray shifting works, we can't travel through space-time without a coffin. That is probably exactly why Morgan only sends calamities back in time to the Fate Era. The Fate Era can tolerate a few inconsistencies, as long as the Heir of the High Queen remains intact. Nothing else matters to her. I doubt she cares at all about the suffering and the calamity she sends back to the Fate Era will cause. Besides, to be perfectly honest, I knew this was how it was going to turn out. Even if you had never come from the future to make it clear, I would have always known the Savior will fail. Huh? So you already knew that the Fate Era would end and the High Era would follow it? No, not that part. I did not know, but by the year you came from, AD 2019, or 14,019 in the Fate Era terms, Britain would already be destroyed. That's what happened in the first Lost Belt Britain, the real one. But I didn't like that, so I came from the Fate Era for the future, like you. From my perspective, this has always been the second version of this world. But now that you're here, I suppose you could call it the third. Or maybe it's just a slightly different take on the second, since we kept the basic chain of events the same. Can I ask you something? Does that mean your real name is... Oh, good. Looks like Toad found us a small boat. Come on, let's go, Mash. That is Galahad, the first Tamlin. That is your name. Now that you are going into the coffin. Have you said your goodbyes to Totoro? I see. So she made a promise to you. I think I'd better explain something to you, Galahad. When the Fate Era transitions to the Heir of the High Queen, all the information that was added to this new second version, this world will be erased. There, the High Queen will be a continuation of the events for the original second version. The first and second versions will never have existed. The only thing that will carry over is you, sleeping in this coffin. In 400 years, in the era the High Queen has begun, I don't think I'll remember you. More precisely, I'll become the second version of myself once again. So, if a fairy were to try and bring memories from this second version into the era of the High Queen, in the world you would perceive that fairy as a foreign element, a being who was never a part of the second version's era. Sorry, yawning. I do my best to prevent that from happening. As long as no one perceives the contradiction in history, she'd still be able to exist. It's no trouble. I already intended to have you forget everything I'm about to tell you for as long as you remain in Britain anyways. I kind of, Alright, she wasn't talking about any fairy specifically. Listen to me closely, Galahad. I'm about to tell you who now is after you wake up from your slumber. If you and Chaldea should succeed at excising Morgan's Faire Britain, then the battle that awaits you in the next Lost Belt will be the same as the one I face. It'll be a battle to make peace with your own heart. A battle to understand life itself. As good as your reasons to fight have been, you've lacked the will to do so. You may not have been aware of it, but you've been thinking of the power to hurt others, to hurt the world. As something bad, consequently, you've been running from it. When everyone has the ability to cause harm, the responsibility that comes with it. It isn't that humans want to do good, it's just that they keep using this to think that it'll give them the best possible future. And there's no right answer in those choices, no matter how many people... no matter how many people they may end up saving. Since there's no right answers, you must decide for yourself what to protect, and what you will fight against at Galahad. You will come to know many hearts and minds, and all will be different. Some will try to understand, some will refuse to give up. Some will be accepting, some will refuse to succumb to hate. Some will try to shake hurt off, and some will refuse to be corrupted or influenced. But no matter how wonderful a person they may be, they will never have a heart free of conflict. Every heart has its battles to fight. Please, try to stop running from that. Because when the hole in your heart is filled with a reason to fight that's all your own, then Galahad will once again entrust you with all his power. No heart is free of conflict, no matter what sort of person you are. That's right. You'll probably have forgotten this by the time you wake, but when the time comes, I will make sure you remember. Though even I can't say whether you'll become someone different like I did, or if you'll remain yourself as you continue to grow. This is goodbye. Oh, one final thing. You should know that even if you should meet me after you wake up, I won't know you. I may think of the coffin I left you here after you caught up. I may think of the coffin I left you here after you are caught up in the Ardamir and Norwich. I may even realize what it all means, but I'm quite sure that the me you meet will no longer be Ash. Thank you so much for everything, Ash. Even if you knew how things were going to turn out. I still think your journey did some savior justice. Do the name Savior justice. Well, sure. We gave it all we had, didn't we? Farewell, brave knight of the future. In light of your achievements, I'll let you go in on a secret. Ash the Savior is my real name. My adopted mother gave it to me after Orkney was destroyed. My true name is Morgan. I'm Avalon Le Fay, the fairy paradise who washed up here on the planet's inner sea to save Britain. I'm also King Arthur's arch enemy, The witch who destroyed all of Britain in proper human history. That's the name of the lost-built king who awaits you in the distant future. The one Chaldea must defeat. The ice. The ice! It's breaking! Please don't cut it off again. Whoa! I've got you, Mash! Is this... Orkney? Ah! I think... I was just told something very important. Are you awake now? Senpai? Yeah, it's me. Welcome back, Mash. For good this time. Right. I'm back, Senpai. I've been on a very, very long journey. There's so many things I want to tell you. There's Sheffield, the Faire, and Ash the Savior, the one who sent me back here. Oh, okay. And so, at long last, she and Kirby were united. Finally freed from the coffin, he took her in his arm and held her tight. They embraced warmly, but quietly, each treasuring the other's presence. Now put on the swimsuit! No. Upon seeing heartwarming and eye-searing sight, I found myself letting out a sigh of relief and disappointment. The mage from the world of humans, a young man upon whom others placed a crushing burden, regardless of how he felt about it. Sure, he isn't perfect. He lied, obfuscated, and made plenty of mistakes. But it's also abundantly clear that he was doing his best to hide his dissatisfaction, no matter how much he tried to cover it up. That's why I couldn't help but come with him all this way. And now, I can sense he has a true friend. One he really cares about. That's great. It makes sense, really. He never would have made it this far if he hadn't put his trust in others. Of course, I should have known that he and I were nothing alike. Oh, wait a second.
大掃除の時期がやってきました。頑張りましょう、マスター。とはいえ、年々装備が整い、技術も上がっているはずなのに、所要時間や労力が変わらないのは小さなことからコツコツとですね。一歩一歩着実に前進していきましょう。
That's everything I experienced here in Britain. To sum up, there have been 2 iterations of the Fae Heiress. Ash the Saber has been alive for 6 years, and she's also, actually Queen Morgan. And while Ash isn't capable of it, as Queen Morgan, she was able to race shift things. Finally, Ash also referred to herself as the Fairy of Paradise. Does any of that help? What the f- Alright, sorry. So, what do I think about that massive Ash reveal? What the fuck? That's what I think. Just slaps you across the face like, whap. Also explains why she's a saber face. Yeah, makes sense. Does any of that help? Definitely. If nothing else, I know have a pretty good idea on how the heir of the High Queen, that is, the current heir of the Fairy Britain, came about. You can now look at what? Oh, Ton Elico. Okay. Alright. I'm looking. Ah, okay. She's a caster. How long? Oh, she's literally the most recently released caster in JP. Oh, she's really cute. Look at the 3 ascensions, yeah. Classic mage getup. Alright. Something. Oh, she looks like Morgan in the 2nd ascension. Beach? Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. Alright. You do? I didn't get it at all. I only thought after hearing all that was, I guess Japan ain't the only island nation whose people had nothing better to do than fight each other. Believe me, that's got nothing to do with being islands. It's pretty much the same in Europe. Wherever there are territorial, religious, and/or class differences, you're going to get war. That said, since an island nation obviously doesn't have to worry about invaders as much thanks to its lack of adjoining land, that warfare does inevitably end up being waged among its own people. But even so, there's something off about this Britain. Sure, it had more than its share of problems, like the lack of land, lack of humans, and a different and ethnic group taking up residence in the form of the northern fairies. But even though, they should have been able to put aside their differences and come together as a nation sooner. And yet, it sounds like there was no one to war or during the Fey era, no matter how many times the Saviors smooth things over. Do you know what the cause of that constant discord was, Kirby? Calamities? Sorry, but no, those are definitely one of the main triggers, but there's still a deeper issue at play. That's right, the Fairy of Paradise, Avalon LaFay. In addition to the clan's turf war, the main dispute was what to do about her. Their opinions were split right down the middle. But before we get into that, I think we better clear what exactly the Fairy of Paradise is. Isn't that right, Artoria? Go on then. It's about time you told them the duty you've known about since... No, the duty you were given when you were born. You mean I didn't tell you already? That's weird. I guess I must have slipped my mind. Okay, I can tell you now. It's not like it's any big secret after all. As you can probably guess from the name, the Fairy of Paradise is a fairy that was sent here from Avalon, the planet's inner sea. The duty part, though, that's a little vague. Wishing savior. Oh, dang. When I was born, I heard a voice telling me, venture into Britain and right its wrongs. That's it. That's all I got. I think I must have been the same for my predecessor, the Fairy of the Lake. Apparently, the Fairy of Paradise is a starry seed that washed up on Earth's surface from paradise. If she's lucky enough to take root on the surface, she then becomes an infant of sorts. It keeps going like a human until she reaches her mature form. Most fairies seem to either love or hate her for that. Morgan, must have been a starseed when she woke up in Orkney all those years ago. The Rain Clan's leader then raised her as her daughter, which ultimately led to Orkney being destroyed. In my case, I'm guessing I first washed up in the district after the clan leader threw me out to sea. It was probably sheer luck that the fairies of Tinkle found and rescued me. So the clan saw the Fairy of Paradise as their enemy? Well, yes, but not all of them. If nothing else, the head of the Rain Clan raised Morgan like she was her own daughter. Though that also led to other clans putting aside their differences just to wipe them out. As the upper class fairies are the most prominent bloodlines who most hate and fear the Fairy of Paradise. That's because they don't want her to form a new clan? Okay. I am so focused on MASH, I am guessing all the wrong answers. I don't think that's it. We've already got the King Clan and coming and kind of replace the Rain Clan after all. Racism is in it, yeah. Seeing how there's been in clan changeovers before, I guess it takes more to inspire that kind of hatred. Right on. Remember what we said about outsiders before? That's right. The Fairy of Paradise may be a fairy, but she's not a Britain fairy. As far as the clans are concerned, both Morgan and Artoria are invaders from a foreign land. Well, more specifically, they see them as the Isle's rightful heirs. The Rain Clan heard the voice of Paradise and decided to follow the Area of Paradise. They believe Morgan was truly meant to be the Isle's king. For them, the pilgrimage was probably a ritual meant to return Britain to its rightful king. The other clans, Wind, Earth, Fang, Wing, refused to accept that. Instead, they all banded together to destroy the Rain Clan in their hometown of Orkney. Right, that's the fall of Orkney that took place in Fey Era 4000. But the Fairy of Paradise survived the attack and began a journey to save Britain under the name Ash. Yep, that was probably the key point. How do you mean? Let's go over the whole timeline briefly, to make sure we're all on the same page. I hope you don't mind, Artoria, but it'll make things easier for us if we use the BC method of counting. 2000 BC, the British law assault, a world comprised solely of fairies coming into existence. 11,000 BC, this is probably when the first Great Calamity struck. 6,000 BC, Britain's landmass grows out. Scotland is not a real country. You are an Englishman in a dress. You should know? Okay. We call Scotland. The southern fairies encounter the northern fairies, who have been living off the wood formed on Albion's remains, and the War of Spring begins. After the war, the Rain Clan and the Mirror Clan build their own kingdoms where the war was fought. 4000 BC, the Fairy of Paradise washes up Orkney, which is fairly destroyed by the Clan Alliance. So, as I was mentioned in Olympus, that's your hint? Oh, yeah. Okay. As in BC, the northern fairies arrive on Britain's soil once again from Ireland to the west. Sorry, can you please not make me think of other lost spells when I'm trying to keep the story of Avalon the Fae straight? The northern fairies arrive island to the west. This leads to the War of Summer, which wiped out the lands of Ash hadn't stepped in and brokered peace. Northern fairies are then welcomed to Britain as the new clan, the King Clan. 400 BC, the War of Autumn, the Round Table, a group of human and sympathizers, began an armed uprising in the name of peaceful coexistence. This leads Uther, a human knight, being recognized by the clans as the first king of Britain. Then, in Londinium, on the day of Uther's coronation, a group of insurrectionists has destroyed the Round Table. Uther is poisoned, Ash is executed, and the savior is never seen in Britain again. And finally, we come to 1 BC. The year the Great Calamity wipes out most of the fairies in Britain and puts an end to the Fae era. That's a rough timeline of the major events of the Fae era based on the information we have so far. So, what's the key point you mentioned? What else? The point where the timeline diverges into the first and second version. In the first version, the original timeline, the Fairy of Paradise must have been killed in Orkney during the massacre in 4000 BC. In that timeline, Britain experienced a number of catastrophes, and in 1 BC it ultimately became a dead wasteland. There may have still been a few straggling survivors, but the land would never gain the numbers needed to flourish as a seed. I guess that's for the next 2,000 years or so. It became a vast wasteland where lower-class fairies were just barely able to eke out a subsistence-level existence, with nothing in the way of a civilization. But if the Fairy of Paradise survived the attack in 4000 BC, then we get Fairy Britain we know. Oh, huh? Gotcha. She really is protecting Britain, at least technically. That's right, over 90% of the population was wiped out by the Great Calamity of 1 BC. That's when the death that they incurred at Londinium finally caught up to them, and it all happened on an unprecedented scale. There was the calamity of the beast which devoured the fairy cities, and the calamity flame which razed everything to the ground. According to the first Grimmier's notes, there are two calamities that ended Britain's lost belt. However, we still don't know how she did it, but it was after that all went down that Morgan began a new era. She must have used a spell powerful enough to wither the whole damn tree of emptiness. That's when she stopped the British lost belt from ending there and revived it as Fairy Britain. Yep, when she did, the fairies who nearly been driven into extinction came back as their next generation successors. Just a few months later, things were back to normal as the clans at each other's throats again. That was when an invader appeared, one that had all fairies quaking in their boots. She came from Orkney, Britain's long forgotten north, and the storms came with her. Once again, the fairies banded together to try and kill her. She was far stronger than all of them combined. And so, the invaders dominated all of Britain's fairies herself and built the castle of Camelot inside the pit as a sign of her dominance. That invader was Morgan, and the war her invasion began was the War of Winter. It's the event that ushered in the first year of the High Queen, or 1 AD in proper human history. But so what? However she might have ended up there, Morgan's still a threat to proper human history. It must be stopped. So, as another Fairy of Paradise, like her, you're the only one who can defeat her and return Britain to the way it should be. Right. I guess so. Oh, what do you think, Mash? Do you want to fight Morgan? I did think of Ash, I mean, Queen Morgan as a friend, but I'm still willing to fight her. I promised Bogart, Rob, Wag, Winky, and so many others that I would save Britain. I save the fairies of Britain. I will try talking to her first, of course, but if she won't listen, and fighting is our only option, then I won't hold back. Faire Britain. No! I may be Ash's Adria's friend, but I'm not one of Queen Morgan's knights. Right, of course. Man, she's so responsible. Dodorot. Are you done talking now? Then hurry up and ring the bell so we can get back to Britain already. I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough of this cold. Plus, they're probably worried about us. Oh, that's right. Habitat's here too, Mash. Oh? I'm so sorry. I didn't catch your name. Habitat, was it? Fucking hell, no! So you must be one of the fairies who was helping Senpai on this journey here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks, but you really don't have to be so formal. I'm just kind of along for the ride. What's going on? What's there to say? This is how it is. I mean, when did I say she and I were friends, or even acquaintances? I'm just a guide, that's all. And now my job's done. I can go back to taking it easy. Huh? I mean, sure, you did just kind of show up out of nowhere. And even though you've been great and about keeping Kirby's spirits up, we never did learn much about you. So why did you do all this? How did you already know Grimir? Oh, that... He and I met here a long time ago. Right, Grimir? This was all part of your plan, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Probably did plan all this. Nice job, Habitat. Now everything's wrapped up nice and neat. See, I might be a weak, lower-class fairy, but I'm still worried about Faire Britain too. Now go on and ring the bell, Child of Prophecy. Once you do that, you'll finally be able to on level ground with Morgan. Alright. Yeah, I love it, yes. I'm still not entirely sure what's going on, but I can't say no to those eyes. Song of Paradise, voice of the inner sea. You were born to be selected to decide the fate of this land, and to see justice done. The bells of bones of inception, and I'll show you the way. Forgive us these sins. Once again, it rings all across Britain. Nice, we made it back to mainland before sunset. Then I take it we're heading for Edinburgh next, like we discussed it in Orkney? Yep, that. We gotta talk to Ogneria. Last time she wouldn't even give us the time of day. But now, Audrey is the leader of the Round Table Army, and she's rung 4 bells of pilgrimage. Between that and the fact that she and Ogneria are old friends, she should be more than willing to negotiate with us. Right, Artoria? Huh? Wait, are we at the Ashen Shore? Something on your mind? Oh, I see. We already made it back. I guess I zoned out. So I did the bell ring like I was supposed to? Am I any different now? Don't worry. The bell rang nice and loud. It lets your spirit orange is definitely stronger. You might still be no match for Morgan, but no ordinary fairy stands a chance against you anymore. Yep, Ogneria shouldn't have any issue with forming an alliance with us now. So let's march up to Edinburgh and get this anti-Queen coalition right underway. Hooray! An anti-Queen coalition, huh? True, if Ogneria were willing to join us, we'd have enough of an army to give us a fighting chance. But Queen Morgan's been protecting Britain all her own for 2,000 years, right? I honestly don't know if I can even look to someone so amazing in the eye. I really hope I can do this. Urmasa. Boom bada bing. Yay, more Great Knight medals. Oh, knock. Ah! We'll teach you how to pronounce Aknerea and Kuhulin. Kuhulin? I could have sworn it was Kukuhulin. Like, I could have sworn there were two Ukuza in there. Kuhulin? Nakne era. Kuhulin. At the lake. Okay. Hull, like the hull of it. Kuhulin? Kuhulin? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're not gonna break my pronunciation of Kuhulin because Joker's voice actor is too good, okay? Whenever I see that name, I immediately think of how Joker pronounces it, and so I will pronounce it that way. So this is not me refusing to learn because I'm being stubborn, but because I'm literally hardwired to pronounce it that way. Oh, wait a second. 0 AP? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I just ruined his roll. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it is currently lunchtime where I'm at right now, so I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm probably gonna stream for the rest of the day. They do ska asaha. Yeah. I see. But yeah, once again I'm gonna grab lunch, take a small break, and then once I come back I'll be streaming for the rest of the day. Yeah. See ya.